There are so many commanders to introduce today. 1, 2, 3, total 13 commanders. Okay, let's start right away. Frodo and Sam are the only hobbits in Tier 2, and they play a very important role in Lord of the Rings series. The ring can be destroyed, and they are making a crucial contribution. Their skills are very similar to Merry and Pippin in the Tier 1 commanders in the game. The base stats are very bad, it's just too weak. The best way to build them is to upgrade them the main character stats, which are Master of Vagon and Ring Bearers. Their falling skills also need to be upgraded to the full level. Master of Vagon has both the enemy's mitigation bonus as well as the defense bonus for allies. Its falling skill has almost the same amount of bonus as Master of Vagon. Ring Bearers is also a defense bonus that can dodge attacks, and its falling skill can confuse enemies or even cause stuns so that the enemies can't attack anymore. If you don't have Ring Bearers unlocked yet, you can upgrade the Hobbit Adventurers first. I've never really considered building them for tips, but what precious Tier 2 commanders they really are. Aragorn II, the son of Arathorn II, is the chieftain of Dune, who was the leader in the movies leading against the fight against Mordor. He is one of the best in the Tier 2 commanders list, and his skills are also very good. I think each one is worth upgrading. As for which to upgrade to the full level, I suggest upgrading the main skill Anduril as well as Strider to the full levels. The skills below them can also be upgraded to the full level as well. Anduril is used to increase damage, and Strider can increase your equipment base stats. But this is also very dependent on whether you have good equipment. So if you don't have a very powerful equipment, then you should focus on Hidden Air, which can increase your damage and also help you attack enemies first. Well Prepared is also a very great skill because they can immediately counterattack as soon as they get attacked by enemies within their range. I really don't want to give up on any of them, but unfortunately, I have a limited amount of skill points. Balin, a dwarf. Although he doesn't appear in Lord of the Rings, he has a very important role in the Hobbit series. He's a very powerful commander with a high might stats. All his skills are also very good, so which one should I build first? After comparing it all, Durin's Blood and Warrior of the Lonely Mountain is most powerful. Durin's Blood is a skill that can make a normal attack into an insane attack, and Warrior of the Lonely Mountain is a defense bonus that can be upgraded with Durin's Blood to have both damage as well as defense. Lord of Moria is also a very useful skill for the Dwarven units, but also means that this skill has also its limitations. For elf units and men units, it doesn't have any benefits. The other skills can also be upgraded according to your needs. Wow, alright. Finally to Gandalf. Awesome! Although only with the Grey robes though for Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey's level in Tier 2 is very suitable. Is it because he's a Maiar? I feel that his skills will be more complex than other race commanders. If you unlock Respect level 5, my recommended upgrade plan is first, the Grey, Wizard, as well as White Council. These 3 skills must be upgraded to the full level. Additional skills like Blindside spend 1 skill point, Sugar spends 2 skill points. Gandalf the Grey is a great support commander, so his main skill can be seen from the enemy's defense mitigation bonus as well as an HP bonus to the allies. His sub-skills seem to be less useful than his main skills, but they still give Gandalf the Grey a great bonus. Just like Surge can increase damage to normal attacks after attacking, Gandalf the Grey can recover 1 HP for ally units. Gandalf the Grey is a very, very strong support commander. Oh! Theoden, The King of Rohan seems like a very powerful person, but the game put him in the tier 2 list. However, compared to the tier 1 commanders, he is still a little weaker. Theoden, Eomer, and Eowyn's skills are all very similar. They are all good at leading mountain units. As a commander, he has a bonus to only one kind of unit, which can be also an advantage, but also can be a limitation as a commander. Let's take a look at his skills. All are very good skills, but as you can see, his main 3 skills are all about mountain units. So training Theoden to lead mountain units are a very good decision. Then these 3 main skills, Rohirrim, Eored Leader, Horsemaster, need to be leveled up. The rest of the skill points you can spend in skills which are related to mountain riders. For example, riding excellence as well as mounted combat.
Nice.
Imrahil was the 22nd Prince of Dol Amroth. He played an important part in the Battle of Pelennor Fields, a very powerful character, but in the movie he doesn't appear. Gondor did not need another powerful male in the movies, because Aragorn was the star of the movie. Imrahil is a cavalry-focused commander, and you would want to run mounted men units for Imrahil. Swan Knights and Marshals, for example. Imrahil's skills are based mostly around the late game and respect level 3 and 5 main skills, so max out Ally, Heir, Prince of Dol Amroth. You can focus on the other skills like reinforcements, mounted combat, as well as coalition. His skills are a bit complicated, so we need to combine damage bonus as well as HP bonus. However, if played right, he is the real king of cavalry in the game.
Oh my god! Wow!
Arwen is an important side character in the Lord of the Rings series. Being Aragorn's wife after the war, she is also a very pretty queen. Arwen in-game is a very special commander. She is a very strong support commander, strong enough to be even used as a battle commander. Her skills are quite evident, both in damage bonus as well as recovery of HP and defense bonus. So you have basically 2 decisions to build her. I prefer running her as a battle commander, so I first upgrade the main skills, Lady of Rivendell, to increase focus damage, and then I upgrade Andomiel as well as Half Elven. One is to recover HP, and one is a damage bonus, so Arwen can become a beautiful female warrior. Eladin, son of Elrond, and his brother is Elrohir. Looking at Aladdin's skills feels like he was born for mounted units, especially elf mounted units. It goes without saying, directly build him as a leading mounted commander. The first thing you should focus on is respect level 5 Elven Rider. This is the most critical main skill to build him into a mounted commander. Upgrade it to the full level. Then upgrade Great Company to full level to increase the damage. The rest of the skill points you can arrange yourself. Place in the HP recovery or continue to increase damage. If the main skill, Hero, and Half Elven are compared, I would probably recommend Half Elven, because the skill below it is more useful than Heroes. If you haven't unlocked Respect level 5 yet, Aladdin can only be a Might Commander.
What? What the fuck?
Eomer, Eowyn's brother, as well as Theoden's most trusted soldier and friend, and also eventual King of Rohan after Theoden's death. Now let's count who else. You got Eowyn, you got Theoden, Aladdin, as well as Imrahil. Now let's find out which skills are related to the mounting units. The first is Rohirrim, a very familiar skill. Level up to increase the damage bonus for mounted units. The second skill I chose is Eored Leader, a skill that can recover HP for mounted units. I also chose Marshal of the Mark, which is not for mounted units, but it's a good damage bonus. In addition, mounted combat, cleave, as well as riding excellence is still needed to be focused on. Elrohir, son of Elrond and twin brother to Aladdin. I don't know if he appeared in the movie. I have no memories of it. Elrohir is a new commander, So I think there are not many players who really play him. But if there are a lot of players who have this commander already, I'm going to be a bit embarrassed because I'm wrong. Because he has a twin, his two main skills are the same as Aladdin. But Aladdin's trait is Warrior, while Elrohir's trait is Balance. So Aladdin will have more skills on doing damage, while Elrohir has many skills of different bonuses. The main skill I recommend is Great Company, Loyal Followers, as well as War Chants. The first two are damage-based bonuses, but the below skills, the last one, can recover HP, so he can attack enemies with a higher HP level. Denethor II, a character that annoys me quite a lot in The Lord of the Rings. He is the father of Boromir and Faramir, but I think he just loves Boromir. He is a weaker tier 2 commander. His base stats are below the tier 2 average. So if you have other tier 2 commanders, I suggest that priorities are to be given to build other commanders. He is a support commander in the game. If you want to bring him into combat, you have to upgrade Mad Steward as well as Palantir Scribe, both of which are skills that can increase damage as well as defense. Then upgrade Ally on HP recovery and spend some skill points on Fanaticism as well as reinforcements. Then Denethor II is basically ready for battle, though he still feels quite weak. Building Denethor II for tips was such a waste of time. It's just too hard. Oh! Legolas, the most handsome man in the world, even made me a little jealous with his handsomeness. Although he is handsome, and he is as good as it looks, in the movies he can kill a movement kill, which is definitely a show of his strong combat powers. Though, how do we build it? I personally recommend the main skill, Greenleaf, as well as Elven Prince. Greenleaf is a good skill against a single enemy, ideally an enemy commander. Kill the enemy commander, then the enemy units wouldn't get any of the bonuses from the commander. This way it becomes easier to attack them. Respect level 5 skill is Dwarf Friend, which is an amazing buff, probably because Legolas is friendship with Gimli. So Legolas has this skill. Whether to upgrade the skill depends on what you want Legolas to lead. Only melee units as well as ranged units. Otherwise, it's really not worth upgrading Dwarf Friend. Gimli, I really think he is my punchline. The spirit of defiance really makes people admire, but also want to laugh. Someone who can be friends with the most handsome character in the movie, he is not destined to be a simple character. In the tier 2 commanders list, he is a very powerful commander. His base stats are very high. Wow. He's a commander worth building. We need to pay attention to the main skill, Durin's Blood, which makes a single attack into an insane amount of damage. Lord of the Glitter Caves, the army receives a buff that will lower the damage received from melee units. Both of these main skills are very useful to Gimli. Let's choose one more skill. I think it's better to choose Lockbearer, which can recover HP if you need more sustain, heal, or defense. You can also spend some more skill points on it too. We're finally finished with the introduction. Tier 2 commanders are much more than the Tier 1 commanders, but it's also very difficult to obtain. So if you have a Tier 2 commander, please build them well. Now, it's time to end the video, so see you next time.